Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be showing you an even better loadout than the one which was previously the best loadout. So, to start it off, I'll tell you what the loadout consists of. Where I can't hit any shots. It's something that is expected with some new weapons and yeah. Let me tell you, this loadout will not disappoint, and I'm going to tell you what it is and how to use it properly. So as you can see, the loadout consists of the deagle, the hand cannon, the pump shotgun, um, yeah, the pump shotgun, and the mythic combat SMG. So this is and the chain of Hades. So this is kind of, but not entirely, like the previous loadout. So Mighty Shotgun is removed. We have some heals, and we're not going to be using the well. Yes, as I was saying, we're not going to be using the Thunderbolts of Zeus. We are only using the Chili Chuck Splashes. So the loadout basically is something that is actually quite famous. The deagle with the pump, and it is quite famous because of the fact of its usage among pros. But now the pump and the deagle are even better than before, and they hit even better than they did, and they basically used to. So basically now we have a much better version of the previous weapons, and thus they're gonna be used for the so they're gonna be used for the loadout. So the loadout is pretty simple, honestly. You just need to be having good aim, decently good aim, and just you need to time your shots perfectly. Otherwise, the loadout will absolutely fail. It is confirmed. So, uh, if you've mastered this loadout, you can easily play with it and hit some really good hard-hitting shots. And this is personally why I like to use this loadout. It is just so like it is perfectly in touch with all the parts you need for combat. So basically, it covers a good shotgun. It has a good SMG. It has something that can deal good shots, and for example, some people may use snipers, but the hand cannon is better as it is, as it provides close range combat, which is what was that? Which is more useful than the long range scope snipers. So after you've learned out the usage and everything, how do you properly use this loadout will be the question that comes to mind of many. So basically, when you're using this loadout, you're using your deagle as an alternative for your pump. So if you miss a shot with the pump or hit a good shot, but you need to hit another equally strong shot, you can finish it with your deagle, and that is why we have chosen these two weapons in pair. So once you've got everything figured out how you want to use the weapons, in which situation do you want to use them, then you're going to try to master the aim using the hand cannon. Though it does not require much skill and much aim practice, it is still recommended to use some practice so that you have basic knowledge of how to use this weapon. Being able to easily coordinate within the different weapons we are using in this loadout is also a really strong point. It can basically just tell the difference between life and death in like in a situation when you're fighting somebody. As a result, I did not have good aim and I did not have good coordination in that, so I thus had to suffer by dying. Now, if you're really trying to use this combat like loadout to its full, you want to use it more efficiently, that is, in ways which suit you. This loadout is pretty good for every type of player, whether they're good at just like editing, because you can edit and clip someone, and since it's not going to be a kill, you can pair it with your deagle or your pump to make it even better. You need the SMG for breaking walls. Wow. You need the SMG for breaking into walls, and also you need the Chains of Hades for dealing some long range good damage. You can also use them to pull players towards you, which obviously will be a really good and useful thing. Now that you've mastered how to use these like weapons, how in which situations should you use them? You should use the deagle when there's close range, you've hit a shot with your pump and the opponent is still not dead. You have lesser bullets in your SMG, or think that the opponent does not need to be finished off out of SMG, and thus just normally kill them with your like something which is as strong and as good as your deagle. The deagle is also good for hipfire shooting, which means not aiming or aiming down sights, and it is mainly useful in the situation where the player and you are trapped in a box, where the player is editing their stair and they are looking forward to killing you. The pump can be used in several situations as well, but the best situations would be the ones in which you have a good range on your opponent, and where you can easily hip fire and shoot with your deagle. Aiming with the deagle is not required and is not a good like process to kill players with, and thus it is required. It is yeah, and thus it is like basically, oh my god. Thus it is recommended that you kill at a decent range. When you're killing players, you also need to be aware that you're using the right weapon. For example, using a deagle at long range might work, but using an SMG at the same range will not be that useful. It might just be the answer of life and death. Pulling players towards you to kill them is also great, and it is especially useful with the Chains of Hades, along with its other benefits. The Chains of Hades are really strong weapons, and they can really be utilized by perfecting their use, by hitting headshots, and by easily trying to break into someone's box or pulling them in from range. These all are the biggest things which may help you to get those levels. Those kills. So when you're killing a player, you want to pull them in with the Chains of Hades. You want to hit a shot with your yeah. So you can either do it like that, or you can just try to pull them in and then kill them. The Chains of Hades are actually quite powerful, and they don't normally need to be exactly like, and they normally don't need another or secondary weapon to use with them. So as you just saw, I can pull in players from very far ranges, and I can kill them by just pulling them in and spamming the first attack. After the first attack, there is a little bit knockback, which gives you the perfect opportunity to go and headshot dump them. If the opponent is prepared and they have seen that you're doing something of the sort, then such a maneuver is not recommended. In such cases, you should try to combo your pump with the deagle, as it provides a better flexibility. So when somebody launches into the air, you can also see them while they're flying, and you can try to pull them mid-air. What this does is, since they're so high in the air, none of their shots will connect, but your shots might. So it is necessary in such situations that you try to pull them in, headshot them, and or try to use a deagle. The deagles can hit pretty far and are pretty good with the damage. The only problem with the deagle is its slow but hard hitting shots. That's not exactly a problem in our case, but it might be a problem when you're trying to hit shots at a faster rate because you need that kill. The deagle is also pretty strong for breaking builds and is recommended in a close range mostly, but can be used in other scenarios as well, including scenarios of long range where you hit one shot, like the person is at least 40 HP down than they normally are of their normal health, and at least they have some or less good health, more less than 165. Why we need less than 165 is because 165 is the headshot damage and it cannot be reverted or changed. So, in order to get a headshot kill, you will need, and I say absolutely, need to get the kill with. Oh my god. As you just saw, okay, so this one did 169 by the way, but anyways, normally it's 165 from what I've noticed. The deagle, just as I just showed you, who's building this blues, bro? It's also useful in maneuvers like this. Oh my god, I just got sprayed. So that is a really bad thing about the deagle. It's like so its shots are very slow, and that's a really big point. Um, let me just show you. So a normal shot. Let me just pull this guy in first. Yeah, that's basically just a headshot. Yeah, level 89. Let's go, almost level 90. So as I was saying, I am just out here stealing all these kills, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, if I hit that, that would be so much. So this is why this loadout is even better than the last one. The last one had range and everything, but I realized when you're using something like the Chains of Hades, you don't really have a problem with range. You can just pull players closer, and if they're too close, if they box you, you can just use the chains and get some better shots at them. So in situations like these, it is when you realize the importance of the Chains of Hades, and they're really, really good weapons, and I recommend using them in your combat for Chapter 2 Season 2. Bro, so basically the Deagle and Pump combo perfectly, and sometimes I too lose my aim, but mostly if you if you practice regularly, you'll have absolutely no problem in getting the perfect aim. So, as you just saw, if you're trying to aim with the deagle, then it might kind of break because if you're doing something like that, you cannot exactly hit um, proper shots. So this is why we've paired the deagle with the pump, because if a shot is missed by the deagle, you can switch midway, but it does take some time, as you can see. Normally it's just instant, and that's just a little bit of a problem. There is a little bit input delay, and it can be basically the difference between life and death. So it's recommended not to use the deagle only, like don't keep like 2 or 3 deagles. Keep everything in a perfect balance, because if you don't, then basically you're just gonna miss all your shots and you're gonna be really vulnerable. If you, however, do perfect the shots of how you hit them, then it is really good, and you can basically just easily get these kills. So if you practice more often, then you might be even better than I am, and you're probably better than I am, by the way. So a big tip for you. Okay, that guy thought he could hide behind there. That guy was a pro, like big old woman. Oh dude, I wanna die so bad. Oh man. Alright. So that's gonna be like the best loadout in BHE when we're in build fights. If you like this loadout, please consider subscribing to my channel. It does help me and motivates me for making future videos. I swear if this guy dies without and not by my hand, I'm gonna yeah, there. He can't dare to die not by my hand. So yes guys, that's the best loadout, the updated best loadout in BHE when we're in bullfights, and I know you won't get that many kills, but I guess that I just got that many kills because that server was the players were I just guess they were more bad than I was, so that's why I was able to kill them. And these players, they're actually skilled, and thus it takes time killing them, even though I have 54 kills. So a big thing, YOLO. Yeah, it is so basically satisfying when you just hit one small shot and it ends up absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna break this one. Okay, that somebody's sniping me. Where are you sniping me from, bruh? Bruh. Da 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 da. I tried pulling him down. Let's try one more time. Da 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 da. Oh, he's not even there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't know why I couldn't hear this. Anyway, so guys, that's gonna be it for today's YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please tell me just please tell me your review on this combo. Honestly, I think it is super good, 10 by 10, and that it is the new champion slash record holder for being the best loadout in BHE when we went bull fights. I did make a video, I'm pretty sure. I may be forgetting, but I am really sure I made a video on the pit's best loadout. Maybe it was a draft. I honestly forgot, but yeah guys, that's gonna be it for today's YouTube video. If you enjoyed content like this with the best loadouts, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do not like content of the best loadout and other stuff, etc., you can tell me down in the comments, and I will change the content to something else. Honestly, I think it's useful for knowing the best loadout, because it can then help you find what is better for you. And these two loadouts, they are actually kind of different. They are based on the same thing of being the best loadout, but they are a little different. This the updated loadout is for players who like to get good aim, or the players who want to hit good hitting shots, like hard hitting shots, shots which actually are strong and can like easily which is really useful when you're playing. The second type of loadout, which is my old loadout, was more of a which depended on the Chains of Hades. So for the Chains of Hades, honestly, it doesn't require that much aim because if it's even a little bit in the radius, you can kill players, that's something that makes this loadout super useful. And the Chains of Hades are absolutely goated weapons, and they're really good, honestly. So guys, that's gonna be it for today's YouTube video. Like I said before, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. You guys can tell me what you think is the best loadout in the comments, and I'll tell you some more loadout, like basically combos. You can use whichever one you prefer the most. For me, I prefer both, but I prefer the Deagle one better. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching once again. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.